What's going on, guys? TJ here with Kayak USA again. Thanks for tuning into my channel. If you're new and you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom corner of this video. Make sure you hit that bell so when I do post a video, you'll get notified immediately and you can check it out. And if you haven't seen the rest of my videos, my DIY videos, my bass fishing videos, my kayak camping videos, go check them out. I've got a lot more coming up in the future and you're not going to want to miss it. Today's video, I'm going to talk about the camera that I've used for the past, year and a half. I've taken it with me on all of my kayak camping adventures, all my kayak bass fishing adventures. It's a great camera. It's got a few flaws, and I'm going to go over that with you in this video. And it's not a GoPro. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, the camera that I use is not a GoPro. It is a waterproof. It is an action camera. It's got a couple of flaws, but it's got a whole lot of perks compared to a lot of the other action cameras that are on the market. So stick around and check it out. Alright guys, before we get into the camera, I just wanted to thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's commented, all of you guys that have been liking my videos. My channel has grown in the past 8 to 9 months so much, and it's not because of me. I mean, I'm making the videos, but it's you guys that are liking, it's you guys that are sharing, and the subscribers that I'm getting. I've got some really good things in the future for this channel. I did just get a new sponsor. I don't want to give it away who it is in this video, but the video will be coming this week on the new sponsor I got. And with this sponsor, I'm going to be able to do giveaways for kayak fishing stuff. I think it's going to be pretty cool. It'll be my second sponsor. I've already been sponsored by campingandkayaking.com they sponsored me for the fishing tournament I have coming up in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, April the 28th, we're going to do the first Kayak USA bass fishing tournament. I think it's going to be really awesome. Campingandkayaking.com, they sponsored it. They give me all the stuff to give away, and we've got a lot of cool prizes. I think and it's a free tournament. So if you're just now watching this video and you're the first time here, check out the tournament video. If it's not April the 28th, 2018 yet, you still have time to get into this free kayak bass fishing tournament and win some really cool prizes. But back to what I was saying about, I'm about to hit another milestone. I hit 2,000 subscribers like 2 weeks ago, and it just blew my mind. I can't believe that I hit 2,000 subscribers then. And maybe possibly today or tonight, I'm going to hit 2,500 subscribers. And I know to these big YouTubers, that's not a whole lot, but to me, it is amazing. And I thank you guys so much for being a part of this. When I started doing this, I really didn't expect my channel to take off. I didn't think anybody would want to watch my videos, but I've been throwing together some DIY videos, and I have several more DIY videos on my list. I'm keeping a list right now on my computer of videos that I'm going to be doing, and I've got a bunch of kayak DIY videos coming up. So if you're into that, if you like kayak modifications, kayak DIY stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed so you can check out my DIY videos. If you haven't seen my other DIY videos, check them out. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Alright, one more thing before we get to the camera. I've got a new logo. I don't know if you guys who've been with me for a while noticed that I changed my profile picture on YouTube and my Instagram account. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and follow me on Facebook. It's the same profile picture. It's a new logo I come up with. It's something simple. It's right here. It's just Kayak USA with a little paddle. I'm going to make a whole bunch of stickers up, and I'm going to be giving those out soon. So subscribe, stick with me. If you like this sticker, make sure that you let me know what you think down in the bottom in the comments of this video. Tell me if you like the sticker. If you're an artist and you've got some talent on designing some stuff, shoot me some drawings. I might change it up, or I might just go with one logo and then a bunch of other stickers. I think it'd be really cool to get some hats made. This is way into the future. I mean, the stickers are obviously going to be the first step to me going out, and I might get some bracelets ordered. But if you're an artist and you're really good at making logos, or if you've got some really cool designs, my email is in my the info on my channel here, or I'll link my email directly up under this video. Shoot me some cool picture ideas. I think it'd be really cool to get them out there, and if I like yours and I email you back and we work something out, I might end up going with yours and making some stickers and sending them out. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yet, so the logo I'm going to be making, this is my first logo. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now until, you know, maybe I find something else from you guys. And another thing I wanted to share before the camera, I know that everybody tuned in for this video to watch the camera, but if you've been with me for a while, you understand that I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to get it out. I am a fishing freak, and if you don't know what fishing freak is, I follow a guy's channel. He's part of the Googan Squad, Lake Fork guy. He's really awesome. His name is Justin. They've got their own little crew, these guys, and I really look up to the way he does his editing, and you know, he's not like a foul-mouthed guy on YouTube. He's really clean. The guys he hangs out with, the Googan Squad, they're awesome. But they have this where he calls his subscribers and his followers and stuff, he calls them fishing freaks. And I gotta admit, I am part of the fishing freak. I love his channel and I love watching his content. But it made me think this morning, like, if I'm a fishing freak and he's got all these fishing freaks following him, I need to come up with a name for my followers right now. I just want to lock it down, and I plan on pushing this channel to the maximum. You know, it's either gonna take off or we're just gonna, you know, plane out. But I'm hoping we take off. So I've got two names in mind. And if you're really creative and you think of something else, put it down in the comments below. We'll talk about it. We'll see what we can work on. But the first name, Kayak Crew. We can do Kayak Crew with a K on the crew. Kayak Crew, K-R-E-W. I think that would be kind of cool. And the other one that I really like, and I've been pushing more towards, is Yak Squad. You know, I'd love to have you guys, you know, some really cool stickers made. Maybe if it's Kayak Crew. I really dig Yak Squad. You know, Yak Squad sounds like something that falls in line with their fishing freaks. You know, Yak Squad, fishing freaks. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking way too much about this. All right, let's get into the camera. So, that being said, thanks all. If you listen to all of that, thank you so much for sticking around. Now we can get to the camera that I use. So, the camera I use, and I've been using, is the Olympus TG870. This camera has been a great camera. I've been using this camera for a year and a half now. This is my second one now. I have went through, one did take on water. I don't know if it was my fault or if it was just a bad camera, but I used it for maybe 6 months and I was doing some serious deep diving with it and you know, putting it to its limits, and it took on some water. I did send it back. It was from Amazon. They sent me a new one right out. It wasn't no problem at all. I did get the warranty. Anyway, it's a great camera. It's the Olympus TG870. I have the box. This is the box that comes in when you get it. Now, they might have a new one out. I haven't done a whole lot of research on the newest 870, but this one does it all. This one, and the main reason I got this camera is I feel like, and I'm getting more away from it now. With, you know, I do use a GoPro, and I'll show you the GoPro setup I use, and I use another Olympus camera I use. I do have another Olympus camera that I use, and I'll show you that one here in just a second. But the main reason I use this one is because it's got the flip-up screen. And when I'm recording on my boat, I've usually got it on like a boomstick or a go pole or this Yak Attack pole I've got, and I'll have it up on this, and I'll have my pole behind me on my kayak, as you've seen in some of my videos, and I can look back and make sure that I'm in frame because it's got the screen. And I don't know if you can see, but right now I'm using my wife's Nikon DSLR to film in here. This is the camera I use. It's got a sport mode. It does 1080 and 60 frames a second, and then it drops down from that. It's got a lot of different functions. I don't use most of them, so I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about this camera. I know that it takes really good pictures, and it does really good video. This is my second one. Like I said, the first one did take on water. This one has fogged up on me. I might have mentioned it, unless I edited it out, in the Wedowie one where I went cranking for the largemouth. If you check that out, you might hear me complaining there once or twice, unless I edited it out of the video. I'm not sure, but it was early morning, and if you watch the video, it was like 32 or 33 degrees that morning. It was really cold, And when I would catch a fish, I would turn around and I'd hit the record button on the top. And I noticed when I hit the record button on the top, the viewfinder, or the lens that actually records the video, it started fogging up on me. And I was like, wow, so moisture must have got in there, but as the day warmed up, the fog went away and I was still able to record with it. But this is a great camera. I can't remember exactly how much it is right off the top of my head. I'll look it up and I'll put it right in here somewhere. But I'm thinking it was around 300, 350 bucks, maybe less by now, I'm not sure. But it's a great camera. I'm gonna continue to use this camera. I do have plans to do a whole new setup on my kayak for filming my adventures, and that's going to be coming up in the next week or two. And I'm going to make a video about it. I want all day power, because the two downfalls that I mentioned about this camera that I do not like. One, the first one took on water. This one fogs up every now and then on the inside of the lens, so it's got to be taken on something. And two is the battery life. The battery life is horrible. I've got 5 batteries. I bought extra batteries off Amazon, and I'll link them in the description too. But I bought 5 batteries for this thing, and I take all 5 batteries with me. And now that I've got the onboard battery system on my kayak, I always keep one of these batteries on a charger in my storage box, because I burn through these batteries. And it's not because of the recording. I think that it's because you've got this extra screen, and the whole day you're recording, that screen is playing, so you can look back and see if you're in frame and stuff. And besides the battery and the 2 little issues I've had with the water, this is a great camera, and I'm going to continue to take this camera on every adventure I can. My wife's on. That's the garage door open. Nope, it's actually my son coming through the garage right now me shooting a video. Shut that door back. I'll be in there in a minute. Love you. That is so loud. Oh my God. I've got a WD-40, that garage door. He didn't park in here. He actually just opened the door to walk through here, because I know it's off subject. We're supposed to be doing a video on the camera, but he's been going to school. He's 16 years old, and he's been going to school in a rush every morning, just like everybody did when they were in high school. And he'll open he was letting him park in the garage, and he would open the garage door, and I would come home, and I keep all of this in my garage, and I would come home and the garage door would just be wide open. He would forget to shut it, and I'd send him a picture. Well, finally last week I had to nip it in the bud. He's parking outside now, and he's not allowed to be parking back in here for a while until he learns not to leave the garage door open anymore. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm going to keep this camera. It's going to do all my adventures. I'm still going to do a whole lot of filming with this camera, but I am looking to upgrade my setup on my Vibe. The new Vibe Seaghost I got, the 130. I want all day battery life, because I hate so bad turning around and replacing the battery on this thing, because when it's behind me on the pole, it's got 2 locks for the waterproof side here. If you've never seen one of these before, I'll try to get this on camera. But it's got 2 locks. You got to turn that lock off, and then you got to pull this lever down. Or actually, I had it all off already. Pull that lever down, and it opens this door. And that's where all your hookups, your charger port, and your battery is. Then you got to pull that lever, and you got to stick your fingers in that door and pull the battery out. And you got to do the same thing. Well, when you're on a kayak, and this is on the stick behind you, I've got to reach up and do all this with my left hand. If it's cold, if I'm wet, if I've been catching fish, my hand is already wet, and I'm sticking my finger in here to change this battery on the water. I'm not a fan of that. It's worked up until now, and it's going to continue to work until I haven't bought a new camera yet. I'm still trying to decide exactly which camera I'm going to go with for my rear camera. This is still going to be my vlogging camera. This is still going to be the camera that I go to when I need to shoot a video that's not on my kayak. My kayak, I'm going to do a permanent mount setup with a USB plug in the back, and I'm going to have all day power, and I can't wait to make that DIY video to show you guys the plan that I have for this. So, like I said earlier, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, hit that subscribe button below and subscribe, because I've got some awesome ideas coming that I'm going to do DIY. I'm planning everything out right now, and for the all-day power on a battery, on a for an all-day power system for your camera, the way I'm gonna do it, I think it's gonna be really cool, and I can't wait. I just gotta decide on which camera I wanna order to do this with. I don't wanna do this one because, like I said, if I did this one with all-day power, I would have to have this door open all day long with it plugged up, and I don't see this camera lasting very long with the waterproof door open all the time. All right, so that's the TG870. That is this camera right here. I use this one. The other camera I use is the Olympus Tough camera. Here's the box. It's called the TG Tracker. The Olympus TG Tracker. I use this camera a lot for the underwater stuff now. This one does really good underwater. Now this one does have a flip out screen, but the flip out screen is not for selfie mode. If you see, it's on the side and it's always recording just like the other one. The battery life is not great, just like this one. They do good. You're gonna need to carry some spare batteries if you're gonna use these throughout the day without being able to charge, directly to the camera, which you can. You can open up the rear hatch on this just like the other one, and all the connections are in there, and you can plug this straight into the wall with the adapters that it comes with. But anyway, this one does have a side view that flips out, but it flips out to the back of the camera, just like the old school, the old school cameras when you're recording stuff. And you can see the picture. Well, the battery's dead. I might even have a battery in it. I don't know. Anyway, it flips out. This thing does really good. It comes with a couple of different lenses for the front, and you can pull this it's got some red lines to line everything up, but you pull this lock down and you twist and you pull this lens off. And this is like a wide frame underwater lens, and it comes with a round one. And then there's the inside right there. You really don't want to keep it off too long to get dust or anything. But you just see it's got a red line here and a red line here. And then there's a red line on your actual lens, and you line those red lines up. And you twist it until it snaps and locks in, and then it's in it waterproof seal. But this thing really does good underwater. It's got a little light on the top. When you're underwater or it's real dirty water, you can usually turn that light on and it helps a little bit. It's a really neat camera. I keep this one on a little GoPro mount on the front of my kayak, and I get a lot of really cool B-roll shots, and just if I'm going down a really cool creek and I want some footage of my kayak just floating through, I'll use some of this footage. It does 1080 and 60 frames a second, which is really, really good. But that is this camera. So what do you guys think about the new setup? I kind of just sectioned me off a little corner in my garage, and I put up all my camping, or not all of it, but I've got a lot of my camping and kayaking stuff hanging up on the walls here, because I've got a whole lot of adventures coming up this year, and I can't wait to film them and share them with you guys. I think it's going to be really awesome. Just 2 days ago, I don't know if you're familiar with a guy named Trip Smith. His channel used to be called Sailing and Such, and now it is Trip Smith. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, but he does these subscriber trips every year. Well, he actually started in 2017. This is the second year he's doing them. He had 2 last year. He had a 17.1 trip and a 17.2 trip. I went on both of them. His first one was 17.1. We went and floated a creek, and that is when I first shot my very first video, and it is so horrible. I've still got it on my channel, but if you go watch it, I apologize. But that's where we floated a creek in South Alabama with him, and we camped on the side of the bank. It was awesome. It was a fun experience. We froze to death at night, but it was really, really fun to get out and meet all these new people. Then the 17.2 trip was the videos where you see that I camped on the island in Florida. I met up with him and the rest of his guys down in Florida, in Panama City Beach, and we paddled out to an island called Shell Island, and we stayed for 2 nights out there on Shell Island. It was really, really cool. We caught some crab out in the surf and we ate them. Well, anyway, now he has released the date for 18.1, and I got one of the last slots, if not the last slot that was available. There's going to be me, 9 other guys, plus Trip going on this adventure, and we're going to be doing a 2-night stay. I can't remember exactly where it is. It's South Alabama. It's near Dothan, where he's from down there. But we're going to be doing 2-night stay on this river slash creek, and the fishing is supposed to be awesome. I'm gonna film as much as I can. I'm gonna take all of my camera stuff with me and hope that I get some really good footage for you guys while I'm down there. We're gonna do some really cool fishing. The water is supposed to be extremely clear, really deep water. So I am gonna take some of my snorkeling gear with me, and I'm gonna try to get some awesome underwater shots while we're there. Well guys, that is gonna do it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. It's right over here, up under the corner. After you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell next to it, the little bell icon. If you click that, all that means is when I upload a video or I go live, you'll get a notification on your phone. So if you're not busy, you can hop on there and go ahead and watch it, or if you can join me live. I like to go live and do a lot of really cool discussions and bass fishing tournaments. If you're interested in a kayak bass fishing tournament and it's not past, let's see, when's the date? April the 28th of 2018. It's 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded the next day or two. So this will definitely be up well ahead of time for you to hop in this kayak bass fishing tournament. If you're seeing it before April the 28th, 2018, you can hop on there. It's a free kayak bass fishing tournament. It's going to be at your own lake. You're going to be able to go out and fish from a certain time. I've got a whole video on it. Just go check out the tournament video. It's right before this one uploaded. Anyway, just go to my page, check out the video. All the rules and description, everything is in there. I explain it pretty well. If I can get, I don't know, what's a cool number? Let me get 200 likes on this video, and I will do another video of the full setup on the way that I set up both of my cameras on the front of my kayak, the way I mount it behind me, the way I mount this one on the front. I'll go through a full video on how I use these on my kayak. If you're interested in using these or buying these for your kayak and doing a cool setup, 200 likes, I'll make that video for you. Thanks for watching Yak Squad. I'm really digging that name. I think I'm going to stick with that name unless y'all can come up with something even cooler that I like. All right, Yak Squad. Catch you next time. Set timing. As soon as I say catch you next time, the phone rings.